Good morning, YouTubers. Out here in the bush, just emptying the pails after the snowstorm for the brewery maple syrup. It's nearing up to the end of maple syrup season, but thought I'd at least show you what we do when we do maple syrup. We cut down a bunch of dead, dying trees. You can still see up in the top. There's a lot of dead trees still. Cut down about 4 or 5 trees. There's a pile of wood underneath there. I built this little stick shelter because one day it started to rain, the tarp fits over top of it. Feel good. We have this grid here. Sheets of metal put on the side. Keeps the heat in, funnels it right up. And all we do, you take your pots, put them on there, fill them up about 3/4, 2/3 the way full, and you get the fire underneath there going as hot and as big as you can. The hotter it is, the faster it'll go. You just boil it down, fill it up with some new stuff, boil it down, and then once we get to a certain amount, we'll dump them both into one pot, boil it down until we can put it into a small bucket. Then my friend takes it home and his mom finishes that off. It's good to find, like, don't find a tree that is down in the snow. If you can find a dead tree that's hanging in another tree like that one there, it would be a lot drier because it's not sucking the moisture from the ground. Twigs are great. You just use a chainsaw and an axe, split it all. I'll show you some of the pails and how we've tapped them. In a second. Here's our bins of maple syrup. It's probably gone bad since we couldn't cook it all last time. We've only tapped 12 trees, and last week we filled both these bins right full. So we'll see what happens the rest of this week. It's Wednesday. And here's some maple syrup, sap. Can you tell the yellow tinge to it? It means there's water has gotten into it and it's started to turn bad. So we just dump that out. Maybe you'll see it now. What you want is some clear liquid. If it rains on your sap, wait a day before you collect it, because then it'll have time to react. And then you can contaminate the rest of your batch. So that's a little yellow, but it's still yellow. You want clear water. It'll taste sweet because of the sugars in it. This setup we have. It's a really big tree, so we've got 2 taps in it. What you need to do is get a drill bit that is about the diameter of the lower part of the spine. Drill your hole upwards on an angle so the sap will run down it, and try and find a vein out in the tree. So you can see how this tree comes across flat here, comes out a bit, then goes back in and around. A lot of the sap will travel up in this area. So I'm going to go dump the other 10 pails, and if I find a good one, I'll show you what the good sap looks like. If not, it just looks like water. Not sure how well you guys can see that, but this pail is fairly clear. It looks just like some clear ice. So from this tree, it's pretty well all on its own. There's trees on this side of it, but other than that, it's fairly isolated, so it produces a lot because the sun hits the tree a lot more. That one looks like it could be alright still. I'm not going to dump that one, but that's about it to the maple syrup. We tapped 12 trees, gives us a good amount. Might tap more trees if we figure out a way to boil it down a little faster. Might make a bigger fire. That's what we do on the Sundays usually. Some hot dogs, potatoes, marshmallows, cook them on the fire. I made a video about bush potatoes. Really easy to cook. We don't get too advanced in the cooking, but I might try that next time. Maybe cook a steak. Probably not. It takes a lot of experience, and you need to be able to find rocks, which is difficult right now. Not many rocks found up in the trees. When we're boiling it, I'll show you how we do that. That'll be in another video. Have a great day.